Perched high on a hill, overlooking the town of Salem, Massachusetts, sits the imposing Salem Jail. Built in 1813, it was at one time the country's oldest active jailhouse. After its doors closed in 1991, the building laid empty for 2 decades. But today, there's something delicious stirring behind these walls, because what was once part of the prison is now the Great Escape restaurant. This 100-seat spot has stayed true to its roots. The dining room is decked out with a jail theme featuring brick walls, the original 2-foot-thick granite floor, and cell bars all around. And while the atmosphere pays homage to the past, the cuisine coming out of the kitchen these days has been completely rehabilitated.
I think the food's better. That's what I've heard. The feedback I've gotten is the food's considerably better than it was back then.
Gone are the days of just bread and water. Now the meals here are big portions of pasta, seafood, and steak. And unlike the old days, alcohol doesn't need to be smuggled in anymore, because bartender Jessica McGowan will be happy to mix you up a prison-themed cocktail like the orange jumpsuit or solitary refinement.
Kind of surprising that you would be able to drink in the jail.
The menu at the Great Escape is loaded with dishes that have clever prison-themed names, like the Al Capone featuring Italian sausage, broccoli rabe, and fusilli, or the Scarface with sautéed shrimp and linguine in a garlic parsley white wine sauce.
That's almost like a spin on a shrimp scampi. Spicy, garlicky, delicious.
For a whole lot of flavor, the lockup is a golden fried chicken breast smothered with roasted shallots, mushrooms, and cherry tomatoes, and stuffed with ricotta, spinach, and prosciutto. And the mafia steak is an entree you can't refuse. 14 ounces of perfectly grilled sirloin bathed in a cranberry port wine sauce. When the Great Escape opened in September 2010, it was the first time most North Shore residents were able to get a glimpse inside these imposing walls. But for a few customers, a meal here was more like a strange homecoming.
We had a guy a month ago that sat right here, right next to where I'm standing now, and he spent time here. He spent years here as a resident at the state's request.
But these days, anyone who does time here is doing so by choice. And thankfully, they can go home whenever they want.
The nice thing about working here now is at the end of the night, everybody gets to leave.
For a dining experience like you've never had before, they've got it all locked up at the Great Escape, a Phantom Gourmet hidden jewel.